Hey metalheads, and welcome to another band review at Metal Academix. Who do we have?
This time, Manilla Road.
Manilla Road. It's an interesting name that I know only because it has been featured recently in a battle. But previously, my knowledge about it was very little. Tell us more. Where are they from? What do they do?
Yeah, I think your experience, maybe not for the listeners of this channel, but a lot of people haven't heard of Metal Road until recently. So I've been going down the rabbit hole of U.S. metal. And so Manilla Road was formed in 1977 in Wichita, Kansas.
Kansas?
Yeah.
All right.
And what basically the hallmark of this band is that first of all, super prolific. I mean, something like 20 albums.
Wow.
And it's super authentic.
What does that mean?
Super authentic. Whereas, so the lead singer, Mark the Shark Shelton, has a sort of cult following around him. And you can just tell from both the music, but also watching this guy live, that it's super authentic, never compromised on what they wanted to do musically. They've gone from everything from, they sort of founded this idea of epic heavy metal with their first definitely true metal with Crystal Logic in '83. And before that, they played a lot of like spacey progressive kind of metal, which is cool. And then later got into more of really
heavier
kind of hardcore
riffs,
thrash and screams and things like that. But yeah, really interesting band. And like I said, just
Are they
authentic.
still in existence?
No, unfortunately, because a few years ago, in 2018, Mark the Shark Shelton died. I think he had a heart attack, and I think he had a heart attack on stage.
Oh
so
my
I think he died
God! What a
playing.
way to go!
Exactly. So we'll see some
some
live footage from their later years. Yeah, but you just got to give them props for coming out of, I mean, a band formed from high school, from Wichita, Kansas, just playing what they love to play. So definitely, there's an awesome blog write-up from a blog called Ride into Glory, which I encourage all of y'all to check out. And they have a really nice sort of description of how you should listen to them. To start with the Manilla 4, which we'll play solely from that. And then you can go into the deeper journey of Manilla Road.
If they've been around so long, surely their sound has changed with the ages.
They've done all kinds of stuff, and it's really, like many other people have said this from what I've read online, is that it's addictive. You get addicted to the sound and the guy's voice. So Crystal Logic,
voice,
Shark.
Mark the Shark.
Yeah. So we're gonna start actually with a song, the opening song off of Open the Gates, which is called Metalström, which is just a banger kicking off the album. And I love it. It's so awesome.
Right.
So let's hear it.
It's 87?
85. Open the Gates, I believe. So I put some of their later live footage into it.
Metalström.
Metalström. With a
I missed the Metalström.
Metalström. And you guys tell me, in the song, is he singing Metalström or Metal Storm? You cannot tell.
When I look at the cover, I thought she holds a gun.
Arise, all ye faithful, to the sword! To the sword!
Metal. That is metal, everybody. That is metal.
I love it when you
awesome.
really get into it. The voice is jarring to me as first listen.
Now, this is a common trope. On a first listen, you will not like the voice, but you will come to like it. You will come to be seeking it out and more of it, I promise you. As I had the same feeling.
I love the guitars though. I mean, in true honesty, the guitars, probably again because they haven't been produced, let's say, to my ear that's trained on modern standards, they are a bit muffled, but the guitar skill and the guitar composition, like just the riffs are just awesome.
Yeah.
I absolutely love the guitar. It's a bit of a hard pill to swallow, the voice.
You must go through your Manilla Road initiation.
Yes, I'm just
It's
this
fine.
first step,
How
right?
different is this from Necropolis? Completely
Yeah,
different.
it's different.
vocal.
I was just gonna say, like, this is more acceptable in a sense. This is less nasally. It's like more like recitation than actual singing, right? Like it doesn't.
Believe me, you will come around.
Okay,
You will
okay.
come around. Hopefully by the end of this video.
It's not necessarily a critique. It's just I'm noticing these differences,
Yeah.
right?
But I don't know, you start to appreciate it because it is unique. Isn't that about it?
I think it's interesting also that it's kind of bare bones, and that is definitely the contrast of the days, of the times, like 1980, whenever, and 1990 or 2000. What are we in 2021? The difference in sound, also having three people form a band, or even four. It's like normally we have loads and loads of people. We'll soon feature a band that has 9 members.
But this is
Brothers
also
of Metal.
also thinking about this difference between EU and US metal, especially power metal. So you could argue that some of these that Manilla Road was a early of the US style of power metal, which generally is a power trio. So you have the Sword, Visigoth, Manilla Road.
I know. It's just, I like when there are two guitars generally. I like when there's a dialogue, so to say, between the guitars, each of them taking place. I'm thinking, for example, of Dragon Force, probably one of my favorite dueling guitars. I could listen to that forever. This is simply another I can say another style of playing metal, and I definitely enjoy it, but I have to get in tune to this, like a trio, and also with a lo-fi, typical of the age.
It's right up my alley. I love it. I would say, before we get to the next song, that what I really love about, even though I'm not a fan of lyrics, is I love these lyrics. Because you can just listen and you'll hear Holy Grail, Demon Horde, or something. And this guy from Ride into Glory, he had a great quote. He says about his voice. To me, Mark has always sounded like a wise sorcerer who is there to guide us through the dangerous, fantasy-filled soundscapes that he creates via his music. That was
That's a nice quote, definitely. And
definitely accurate.
It does have to visualize. Maybe also because you showed him as an older man, like this wizard.
Yeah.
The Wizard of Manilla Road.
I think so, because the lyrics are out there, and I love that. So,
can I ask you, out of curiosity, before we move on, like I know it's, but you have to ask this question as a person not familiar. Like, why are they called Manilla Road? What was on Manilla Road?
No idea.
Where is Manilla Road?
No idea. Maybe some of you guys know. I don't know too much about the history of the band, to be honest.
Yeah, that'd be cool if you guys know anything at all. It'll be interesting, just this trivia, because it's a kind of odd name. Manilla Road can be any kind of band, right? It could be a blues band. It could be a rock band. So
maybe somewhere in Kansas. So let's move on to the second song.
The second song.
So both the second and third songs I'm going to play are off of Crystal Logic. Again, there's
the first album.
Yeah, you can go deep into their discography, but their songs start to get really long, a bit too long for the YouTube format. But and Crystal Logic is, I mean, to start, listen to Crystal Logic. It's amazing. So we played Necropolis in the last battle, and you could pick really any song off this album. I'm going to go, but next two songs are going to be from here, and the second one is the Riddle Master. I love this song.
Riddle Master.
The Riddle Master. It tells the story of, see if you can solve the riddle as we go through it. It's
is so Harry Potterish, apropos the wizard, it just gets more and more into that mode.
And so basically the short background is that someone, I guess, Shark himself, is given a riddle by the devil that he must solve, or else his mind will get stolen. So see if you can
Exciting.
solve the middle.
Riddle
I already know
Master.
the answer. But yeah, this is a cool, it's just, yeah, this is kind of getting into a little bit of doom.
I know you like the doomish stuff.
And this is just a lyric video, so you have no excuse not to try to solve the
Exactly.
riddle.
The Riddle Master.
Reality.
I was thinking, oh, where's the Riddle Master? It was at the very beginning.
Yeah, I was gonna.
You didn't flag it. I was like, when is this?
I forgot. I was gonna try to get you to answer it. There's no way you could answer it.
No.
But yeah.
I would have not guessed. Yeah. Different voice again, it sounds very different compared to the other songs, and I like the screams. Yeah, they're fun, and definitely reminds me of another short or small number band, Black Sabbath, right?
Oh yeah.
So,
for sure.
Of course, the roots of doom always take us in that direction, but in this particular case, I think more so than in others, there's a Black Sabbath inspirational moment.
Yeah, I love it's subtle, but I love in the song, he's going, no, 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 then he gets it, and he's like, yeah. So, and that's one thing I would say going into our third song here about Manilla Road is that I find the songs and lyrics very inspiring.
The content.
Yeah, you know, fight your battles, win your battles, take them down with a flaming sword. Things like that.
The blazing steel.
I think people get a lot of meaning out of these lyrics. I think a lot of people in their metal journey, they discover Manilla Road, and that's the reason, like, I saw someone commented, like, I have 5,000 metal albums, but 30% of the time I listen to Manilla Road. I think because it gives that. And so going into the last song, I've chosen Flaming Metal Systems.
The title itself is so bombastic.
Which I think is both it's a great summary of this epic heavy metal, especially towards the end, where they list a number of things that I think you could just take and say, if someone asks you what is metal, you can just give them
A, B,
this.
C, D.
So someone had put together and I think it's also, to finish my last point, is that it's very much about, to me at least, it's very life affirming. It's like, live your life, balls to the wall, slay your enemies with a flaming metal sword is essentially what I think it is. And there's a system around it, right? The Metal Brotherhood, who's all mentally aligned in that quest. So someone had put together different clips from concerts. Later on, they don't have much live footage early of them playing, and then I put in towards the end a little bit of animations with those keywords that I think are awesome. So I love that part of the song. A little tribute to Mark the Shark.
So the name of the song is
Flaming Metal Systems.
Metal Systems. Yeah. That's funny. The guitar. Oh my God, I love it. I was just checking out, and it is a 12-string guitar. He plays a 12-string guitar, custom made, obviously. Super cool. That's why the guitars are so special. You can recognize immediately that sound. Especially the beginning of this song, it was very bluesy and Zepp, Purple, this type of blues gone metal type of origin, like American music, you would say. I guess you would say that. And then it went more riff oriented and so on. And the lyrics became more typical for the epic metal. But the original opening, the opening was, to me, more American classic rock.
Yeah, similar to Metalström at the beginning.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's cool. I love it. I love it.
Definitely, you can don't go down that path. I can just see this song particularly. You can listen to a lot of such riffs. And
Did you
such
come
songs.
around on the vocals?
Yeah, it seems like every time we listen, it's a different sound. Like this is why I was like, who is actually singing? Because it doesn't sound consistent. No.
Yeah. So this was a song on Crystal Logic, but it was like put as a bonus track or something like that. I don't know the exact history of it, but it wasn't part of the sort of main
Original,
body of the album. But no, same guy.
3 songs, and in each of the 3 you played, plus Necropolis from the other one, the voice sounded slightly different.
Yeah.
And yes, you do get used to it. If anything, maybe this is what it is, accommodation.
Yeah, I think that's a big part of it. So yeah, it's not the best band for a first listen, but you can definitely go down the
It's a
the
good
Manilla
deep
Road ladder.
dive.
And this stuff is totally different from what they do later on. But throughout that entire genealogy, they just do what they want to do, and I think you got to respect that for sure. Never caved to commercial, never really
Interests,
became
yeah.
famous, but they have their
Yeah, I haven't heard of them,
Base.
but probably because they are not working with big labels or
Yeah,
anyone
exactly.
that promotes them, which is a theme we've covered several times on this channel, and is reflected in the type of views that bands get and so on. So very niche, but definitely very cool, and definitely something that one can listen to a lot, and I can see why you went down that path and
Yeah.
got sucked into it.
Yeah, so it's interesting. We were talking about, where are the U.S. power metal bands? And I think definitely Manilla Road is one of them, but just not very accessible for everyone.
No.
So I'm glad, like we talked about, that Visigoth had covered them and is bringing some exposure to them, because there's so much music there to listen to. So.
Very nice. Thank you for opening yet another unexplored, at least to me, path. Let us know in the comments if you are already a fan of Manilla Road or you discover it through this type of exposure, and if you have any other favorites except the 3 songs that
there's so
were
many.
picked. I know this is always the frustration. We have 20 albums or something. How can you possibly pick only 3 songs? So maybe there'll be Manilla Road Part 2 coming up at some point. So yeah, give us some suggestions for other songs you might want us to listen to.
Absolutely.
But in the meantime,
May your swords stay sharp.
end your quest end in glory under the guidance of the wizards.